Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Total War 3 Kingdoms. You are joining me at a time of great battle. Big battle. We are currently attacking one of the Han Empire cities up in the north near our province. This is the biggest battle that we've been involved in so far. I think it's like 1,200 versus 1,400, I think is what the numbers were. That 2,600 is total. They have a small garrison and then a large number of reinforcements coming in. This is technically a siege, but because they outnumbered us, they have actually decided to sally forth and try to fight us, which is an interesting choice. We have got... I think we've got rough range superiority, and I think we've got better close combat, but they have a lot more cavalry than we do. But it's in the snow, it's in the winter, which means the cavalry is not going to be at their best. They're going to get tired very quickly, and they're also going to be a lot slower. Plus, very hilly, lots of forest. This is going to be pretty good for us. So let's grab the archers and have you deploy over here, ready to go onto the hill right in front of us. They have sallied out, so they are attacking, which means that we just need to sit back and let them come. And we're going to put our swordsmen here in front of the archers. I think I'll spread them out a little bit more when we get to that. We'll put our champion halberds here. I want the halberds a little bit away from the main force, because the enemy does also have quite a few archers. But I'm more concerned about the cavalry getting in amongst us. We have one unit of small cavalry, which I think we're just going to leave back here. Maybe try and get some flanking maneuvers going. Not entirely sure. Then we have got Rong himself, who's going to be leading the main force. I think actually I'm going to pull you back. Make you a little bit tighter to the formation. Same with you guys. Like that. And then we've got Zhenyan, who's going to be with the cavalry, and then Wang Zhu is going to be with these guys as well. Alright, I think we are good to go. Let's start the battle, pause it immediately, and we are going to push forwards and grab this hill as quickly as we possibly can. Let's rotate you a little bit, so hopefully we get the best use of the crest. We'll run. Although that's going to make us very tired. No, let's not run. At least until we know exactly what is going on here. We have no vision. We have no vision on their forces whatsoever, so I'm actually going to grab the cavalry and have you push forward, because I want to see where they are. Can't wait to see if they made Lu Bu in this a badass. Well, considering some of the pre-release streams that Creative Assembly themselves are doing, one of the bugs being that Lu Bu was extremely disloyal, so he would basically keep bouncing from faction to faction. Yeah, he was. That was a funny bug, actually. It's like there was a permanent decrease to his satisfaction, so he never stayed with one faction for long. Am I playing romance mode? Yes, yes I am. Alright, so we're about to take the hill, so let's go and select you guys again. It looks like we're well ahead of our enemy, so let's go and take the crest over here, which means that they'll be coming all the way up the hill towards us. We'll just let the cavalry rest up a little bit. And then while that is happening, time to pour myself some tea! Because what better fuel for warfare is there than that? All of the reviews are pro-romance mode, which is interesting. Oh, cool. Yeah, the characters thus far, bearing in mind that my characters have been relatively low level, haven't been like complete unit crushing behemoths that some of the Total War Warhammer heroes are. They have an impact, certainly, but they're not one-man armies. But then again, I haven't had Lu Bu, so I wouldn't know for sure. I tend to go for the more strategic commanders anyway. Huzzah! Ron Burgundy, thank you very much for the subscription. Very much appreciate that. Welcome to the Mordlings. Great name. Roman-style cavalry, I see. Scouting and mopping off after the battle, not doing that much during the actual fight. Usually my cavalry is super aggro, like to the point where I probably shouldn't be that aggro, but they have 4 times more cavalry than we do. And the last thing I want is for them to catch my cavalry when they're out in open. Alright, so how does this hill look? How can we use it to the best advantage? I think what we're going to do is manually set up some of these archers in here. Get the swordsman, set you up just in front. A little bit more space. Just in case they do try to do a cavalry charge through. You guys will be on the flank. You two will be on this flank. And my plan is to try and wrap around and hit them in the flanks. A strategy you may have seen me using once or twice before. And then the cavalry, that's you two, sit back here. And the 2 bosses up here. Well, they sallied out, so they have to attack. What happened? What did you miss? I don't know, Mike. What did you see last? What abilities do you guys have again? You have the speed and morale. You ignore forest penalties. Oh. I had forgotten about that particular ability. You know what? I'm going to pull you guys back a tiny bit. I want to make sure we're still like on the crest of this hill. I think we're actually about as well positioned as we can be here. Yeah, we are. I totally forgot that we're good in forests. Oh, this is hilarious. Then you have the hamstring, speed debuff, increased cooldown of abilities, and the massive splash attack. And then you have the stifling deluge, which increases the cooldown of enemy abilities. Okay. What happened to Liu Bao? I wasn't playing on extreme unit size, so we decided to start a new game so that we were. Are all my swordsmen invisible? No, they aren't. Question is, are their archers going to sit back and try and shoot us? Looks like it. Oh wait, those are regular archers, and we've got archer militia. Oh dear. So their archers are actually a lot better than ours. Kind of waiting for them to get into range. The more of their cavalry that we can shoot up, the better. They're going to try and flank us, but that's fine. We're just doing a straight up charge. I'm okay with that. Start shooting this. Any of you in close combat? Doesn't look like it. Good. Right, so we should be beating up their cavalry pretty effectively. We have all of our halberdiers active there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have you lot smush up a bit. Oh, you're fighting. You can't. You smush up a bit. And you smush up a bit. Not too close. Part of the advantage we have is their archers are shooting my shield infantry. Doing a fair amount of damage. Like, these shield infantry do look like they are dying, which is not great. Are you fighting? You're fighting. Smash them! Oh, we're shooting spear guards. I mean, the more of them we can kill, the better. Quite frankly. Alright, let's start shooting them. Although what I could do is bring in the cavalry around this way. Then have the cavalry chase down the archers. All of my archers were caught in close combat. Not good. People running away. Ignore them. Alright. Looks like my right flank is doing fine. Not sure about my other flanks. Alright, cavalry have got into their archers, which is really strong. Let's have you lot shoot their spear guards if you can. Yeah, you're flanking us with them. That's not good. Right, what are my generals doing? You're in combat. Where are you in combat? You're in combat down here. You're fighting their vanguard, who is trying to kill my archers, which is very naughty. The quality of their troops is quite significantly higher than I was expecting. What's the balance of power? Okay, so we are winning slightly. Allied troop count 1,800, enemy troop count 1,400. Their spear guard is starting to falter a bit, and I think that my cavalry is about to do a ton of damage. Cavalry is absolutely bossing it over there. Kuli is challenging Zheng Yan. Can I see how strong you are right now? You're a vanguard. Vanguards are breaking through enemy troops, weaker against other generals, best groups with retinues of shock cavalry and polearm cavalry. So he's the one that tried to... Yeah, he's fighting here. You know what? I'm going to accept that duel. We're on a bit lower health, but we do have Rong nearby, who's going to be reducing the strength of their general. And we have got our abilities nearby. And you'll at least buy me some time. Now, my generals probably do need to get involved, because, yeah, we're getting kind of butchered. Not the best thing, but this is early game, so I'm not expecting their units to be particularly effective. Okay, so we're making some of them run here on the side. What are the numbers? 1,600 against 1,000. Yeah, definitely, probably beating them. Are we out of ammo? Some of you are. You guys are all using abilities automatically, which is pretty good. You are out of ammo, so you may as well go ahead and charge their spearmen. We outnumber them by 600. How many kills have you got so far? 180. Nice. How are you doing? That fight is pretty damn close. You don't want to go too far away because I want to keep your abilities boosting everyone else. Okay, we're starting to break a couple of the units here, which is good. In fact, I think we have successfully broken them. Now we just need to chase them down, especially the archers. I do not want to deal with archers in a siege. How is this fight going? God, it's close. Stay near. He did it! Yes! Ha-ha! And there's the victory. Alright, so now we do want to try and kill as much as possible here. That was a close fight. That was a very, very close fight. Extreme unit size isn't big enough. It's pretty big. It's double the size of what I had before. If you bought it now on Steam, would it be considered a pre-order? Yeah. Now or up to a week after release, as Dana was saying. Are we actually trying to remain loyal to the Emperor, or are we claiming the mandate of heaven for ourselves? For the moment, loyal. Although we're not as loyal as Liu Bao would be. Like, he is the absolute loyalist. That was an insane duel. I mean, he's a pretty good duelist. That's the second one he's won. Like, you definitely want your champions fighting the duels. And thankfully, vanguards weren't the best at it. Right, where's the cavalry at? They're the ones I need to keep an eye on. That unit is still pretty strong. I think I'm just going to go ahead and end it. Pyrrhic victory, but still a victory. Accepting a duel will cause your general to actively seek out his challenger, but you can also try to run away or interfere with the duel. However, this will have negative consequences for your army. Yeah, my archers absolutely decimated. 190, 250, 250, 160. Swordsmen didn't do amazing, but they were the ones kind of in the really thicker things. Cavalry, 267. Most of those would have been archers. In fact, all of them, pretty much. And there's not a lot of them left. And we made a bunch of money. We can take the replenishment. Because they are still at the city, so I basically just pressed their soldiers into service for us, so we outnumber the city more significantly now.
Maintaining public order is essential. If the people become too unhappy, they may rebel. Ensure your population has enough food, and use stationed armies to suppress those that can't be appeased.
Yeah, I will. I will. Busy fighting at the moment, though. Okay, so Dong Lai has taken an absolute beasting, actually. They lost a lot of troops there.
Battle is upon us, but the enemy army appears to have an advantage over you. It may be wise to retreat now, so you can strengthen your army or reinforce it with another before engaging.
Well, they start to suffer attrition next turn, so we'll continue the siege. My own supplies looking decent. We can hold out for a bit longer. And
the path to future glories is paved with small victories. This place is abundant with natural resources, and its capture would aid your ambitions.
Thanks. That's what I'm working on. You can upgrade the farmland, and I think I would like to do that, because food supply has been my ongoing issue. We are down to just -1. In 2 turns we get the extra farm. In 2 turns we get the extra livestock, and that's going to completely sort my food supply situation for the foreseeable future, which is great. Ah, new reform. Interesting. I really don't know which direction I want to go here. Income from commerce would probably be a good idea. An additional trade agreement. See, usually that would be a no-brainer, but we have so few people around us to trade with. It's a really weird situation to be in. We are the absolute beasts at trade. We are amazing at it. And every single one of our enemies hates us. Our neighbours hates us. With the exception of Liu Bei, who we're already trading with. More income from peasants, possibly. Recruitment cost reduced faction-wide. I don't really want to go too far down that line. Plus 25% trade influence would be quite nice. But again, I can't trade with anyone. Extra public order faction-wide would be pretty good. I do like the idea of getting the administrator position, but we can't do this because we don't have the Bureau of Banditry. Because the Bureau of Banditry requires a rural or county administration. Wait, no, that's a different branch. Sometimes these are a little bit unclear. We can go straight for the eunuch secretaries, which requires a court. I don't remember requiring a court. Did we have a court with Liu Bei? I don't remember that. Agriculture and tax relief. Upgraded stuff. More population growth, but that requires all of these leading to that, I guess. I think we're going to go for this one, though. What are they? Peasant band. Can we ban the peasants? That'd be nice. Or, hold on, archers. That's probably the one we need. This also increases character experience. And that's the technology that Liu Bei begins with. Yeah, we're going to grab that. Okay, so now we can get regular old archers rather than militia archers. Which are going to be even more effective, because our strategist is pretty good. He's a level 4 now. With 117 cunning. And a lot of extra ammunition. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I can do right now. Public order here is decreasing because we're starving. So it goes. Next turn they start to suffer attrition. Which faction are we? Kong Rong. Well, absolutely nothing has gone wrong. Oh, he's trying to sneak around us. It's a port city, so I guess he could just sail away. Interesting. Zhang Yan has declared war on the Yellow Turbans. Attacker reinforcements, the siege progresses, but our assaulting forces grow weary and supplies run low. A nearby village, loyal and abundant in resources, could possibly aid us. Shall we call on them to help? So Dong Zhuo loses 10% of its population, but we gain war fervor. Or we could say no. I don't think we need to. And now if we attacked, you're predicting a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, that garrison is pretty sodding large. It's mostly their archers. I think I'm going to wait one more turn. How are we doing for supplies? We can hold out. We have the supplies. You might be going for Dong Zhuo, which has a garrison of more than your 2 cavalry. your 28 men, 29 with the general, I think we're fine. Is there any more diplomacy we can do? Nope. Everyone else still hates us. Just see if there's any other deals we can do with you. No. Can't take their capital. Annoying, because I want to control this entire peninsula. They're in my way. Oh yeah, I wonder if I can offer a surrender again. That's true. They are starving. No. I already offered it once, so maybe that's something you have to offer later. When things are looking less good. Much less good. We're currently in the summer. I think we're good. And then, next turn...
I have a request for you.
You want my labor recruiter? I don't even know who that is. No. Absolutely not. Sorry.
It is up to you.
+8 population per turn? No. Who am I trading with? Liu Bei. Who is directly down here. They did not move. Dig through. Your sappers report back. Rather than risking a collapse by digging through the vein of clay, they work around it. Although safer, this increases their digging time. They failed in their diggy time. I'm almost out of supplies. Like, we kind of have to press this advantage soon. We outnumber them 3-1. And it's going to take another 2 turns to get the sapper finished. Really? Yeah, we run out this turn. How long until they surrender? 4 turns. I can't wait 4 turns. I can wait 1 more turn maximum, and then I suspect we start losing morale. Nope, we're already losing morale. I'm annoyed that the sapper failed. I was kind of hoping about that one. Is this going to go on YouTube? Yes, it is. Hey, Aldra. How is Total War? Didn't get a chance to finish downloading it before stream, so I played Imperator. It's this. I've been promising that I'm not reviewing it, so it's hard for me to say if I'm enjoying it or not. But the fact I'm playing it, and that it has a very large viewership right now, I think says quite a lot. Have I heard anything about ParadoxCon? I haven't. I just know it's in Berlin. Yeah, we have to attack this turn. Let's do it. We're just going to have to hit them absolutely everywhere. Just mass assault. There you go. I've had to reinstate my reviews policy 4 or 5 times this evening. Because lots of different companies have different reviews policies, I'm not going to review something until it's actually out. I'm a streamer, I'm not a reviewer. Like, Paradox doesn't let you review something until it's out. While, yeah, Creative Assembly technically does. That's a minefield I don't want to tread into, so I'm just going to say I'm not going to. Until the game is actually out, in which case I'll quite happily wax lyrical about whether I enjoy it or not. Until then, you'll just need to see from facial expressions and how many thumbs up are given a session. Do I think Korea or Japan will be playable in the future? I suspect Korea will be. I don't know about Japan. Because that would be kind of treading on Shogun's toes. Alright. Oh, man. Sieges are much better. So many towers. This is a crazy number of towers, but I see some damage. Who did that? Naughty, naughty.